And welcome. Are we gonna get it this time? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm worried about everything, and I know it doesn't matter, but okay. So, this reading is for all my beautiful, beautiful star seeds out there. You know, I was on a live chat last night, and it was like a live stream. And I'm sure they wouldn't mind. It was unbiased and on the fence, you know. And they do a live stream, like talking shift with, I'm not sure, I can't remember. So, I'm in my head, she's doing this reading. Okay, they're doing this live stream, and there's a woman on the phone, and her name is Jean, and she called in, and she was pulling oracle. She was doing tarot for each person who asked her. So I thought, okay, well, you know, maybe I'll just get my cards out. In the meantime, halfway through, she reveals that she is actually using one of the same decks, the first deck I ever bought for myself. And I was guided to that deck, and I've always felt really close with it. I guess probably because it's more aquatic, and you know, most of our past lives, especially as star seeds, most of our past lives are you know, in faraway aquatic lands, far away as far as time's concerned. So I thought, well, why not get my deck out tomorrow? Get my deck out, and I started pulling cards for people who were on the live chat with us in the live stream. As I did this, everyone started like wanting a reading, and it was so much fun, and I had a blast with Jean. She didn't even know she was reading with me at the time. She was just in her own groove, you know. And I had such a good time, and I thought, man, if I could get a gathering like that going, like once a week, or once, you know, even every couple of days, that would be such an awesome practice, and I would be able to read for everyone in the meantime. So that's what I thought I'd do today. I've got my Lemurian. This is a tangerine Lemurian. And for those of you who don't know, Lemurians are Lemurian quartz crystal. You know, they're found everywhere, but they were originated from Brazil. And the priests and priestesses of the ancient Lemurian priesthood actually programmed these before extinction, or, you know, whatever happened before their civilization ended. So I am going to pull a couple of cards real quick. Okay. So what do we need to know? Oh, and my point was that I even got, you know, I was hoping, I had some, oh, no, this is not part of the reading. I had some, I'm thinking, you know, I could do Jean. I could pull a card for her. You know, who pulls a card? Who's the doctor's doctor? Or, you know what I mean? Who's the healer's healer? So I thought, well, if she needs someone just like we do, oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I know what it means, but okay. So as I did that, I pulled the card that is the call. Number 20. That is a beautiful card. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Let me see if you guys can all see it. And, yeah, let's see what the book has to say. says, purpose and true prosperity. I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. You're being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with ourselves. With your higher power and with others, you're here for a reason. I'm required to step forward into my true self-expression that through my actions. I need to trust that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. And you know what's funny is that, sorry about the audio. What's funny is that I was just saying that when it comes to the star seeds, things hit us. Okay, energy-wise, things hit star seeds in a different way. Look, we are here for a purpose. Oh, you're here for a purpose. This is your calling. Whatever it is you're here to do, it's time. It is time for you to step into your calling. You know, you don't have those wings for no reason. You see those beautiful wings that she has. You don't have that for no reason. You see that trumpet she has. That's a sounding. She is sounding the trumpet. Okay. You know, and I love that it's a 20, because we are in 2020 right now, and this is a huge sign to follow through on whatever your dreams are. You know, that almost looks like a dream to me. You know, she's very statuesque. She's very, you know, regal. At the same time, she kind of looks very, you know, like blah. She's just so done with this. She's just so done, you know. But this is your calling in 2020. This is the collective. This is our calling. And that's what this card is all about. We are here on planet Earth to help raise the consciousness of Gaia, because if we don't, when we go through the photon belt, the solar system goes through when our planet goes through a place in the solar system it's never been through before. If we don't raise our vibrational frequencies to a point where we can take on that massive amount of light, then, you know, it'll blast right through Earth, and we don't want that. Actually, we kind of live in a two-world split right now, which you can do a lot of research about if you have any questions. I don't think I'm supposed to be using this deck. I'm gonna leave the call out. I'm gonna set it right here. Right there. I'm going to pull an energy card. Let's see what this is. Let's see about this one. Okay, what is the, let's see here. You know, and it's really hard to see, but in this card, let me see it real quick. In this card, I'm seeing divinity. I'm seeing light, fluffy, like, you know, she is ready. She is poised and ready. She knows exactly how to toot that horn. She knows what she's doing. Look, the pillars in the background. She's got a doorway behind her. She is walking through this doorway. It's almost like, you know, at the portal gateways, the gateway portals. You know how the lions stand at the gateway at the precipice, you know, in a sense. It's divine. This, you know, we are here. If you had any, that's what it is. If you had any doubts, you know that old saying, if you had any doubts, here's your sign. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. This is it. This is your calling. What we are here to do is, I'm sorry if my fingers are a little bit dirty. I know it's kind of gross. It's just I've been in the yard And I just love getting in the grass and getting in the ground and playing in the dirt. And I have a newfound appreciation for it ever since I realized exactly what Mother Earth does. She basically will help, draw out all those positive, I think they're electrons or something like that. My goodness, here they come. And so okay, let's see here. What would we like to say to the starseed who doesn't think they're a starseed, who's still questioning themselves, who still wonders if this is truly happening or not? What would you say to them, Spirit? Would you have any advice for the naysayer that is actually the star? Oh, authority. I was just saying the portal gates. Oh, the pillars are behind this one too. Look at this. Look at that. Except, you know what? This one is, this one's the grid. This isn't actually, see it? You can't really tell till you really look at it, but those lines, that's not a building. It's like the other side, anyone who's had an awakening, anyone who does meditations, anyone who's had inner visions or as a seer, they understand that the pillars will be made out of energetic, it's like it's made out of the grid, if you will. And the sense I get from this card is that even if you do not like it, this is what you're here to do. Let me read from the book real quick. Let's see what the book says. Here. And this is a 4. Okay. Sorry if you hear any background noises. Okay. Okay. Oh. I always do that. I grabbed the wrong one again. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I just had one jump out just now, so let's see. Oh, look at your baby. I know, what's wrong? Want some water? What? Oh, mental conflict. And you know what? This is a 2. 2 is 4. And that's an 8 altogether. Mental conflict. But you're going to have victory and success once this is all wrapped up and finished. You're in your own head too much. Get out of your own head. This is a call. You are here for a reason. This is not just a fluke. You're supposed to be here. This is divine. And if you had any questions, Spirit is saying, yes, Here's your sign. This is some kind of mistaken mental health, I believe. I believe someone has actually labeled you crazy before. Maybe even labeled you crazy. And look at that. You're holding the trumpet. You're a messenger. Look at that. You're holding the trumpet, the bugle, in this one as well, just like in the calling. These are two separate decks, by the way. This deck and this deck are two different decks. But look at this. Once you accept this, once you own this as your truth, you will be able to open up, and you will have such an excellent experience. You will begin to scream it from the rooftops. You will no longer doubt. Once you unblock yourself, you can open up. Because what happens is when you do not believe a word of what's going on, when you let your ego self is that side of you that says, you know what, yes, I had a spiritual experience, but it wasn't real. For whatever reason, back when you were a child, you were called crazy. You may have been even had to spend some time in a mental hospital, and I'm so sorry. And I'm seeing that with the authority now. Okay, mental conflict with authority. Okay. 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 It's okay. Oh, you were abused. I'm so sorry that you were not treated with dignity and respect, and I'm very sorry that you had your love withheld from you. I am so sorry, and I'm feeling it. You had love withheld from you. What happened? I swear, it was like, almost feels like the father figure in your life didn't believe you. You had, this is your calling, though. This is your calling. You had a huge shift in consciousness recently. Something must have happened, and you're starting to figure out things that you've never known before. Because sometimes spirit will go, you know what? It's time's up. You came here to do something. Now, we need you to do it. We need you to wake up. Come on. They'll start snapping their fingers. Come on. And, if you're not picking up on the clues, spirit will not give up until, because that's why you're here. And they don't want you to have to come back over and over and over and over again because of something that you wanted to do, because once we get here, our veil is, dropped over our eyes. The bottom of the deck, heartache and loss. Look at that. Wow. That was just the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna pull a couple of tarot here. I'll set these here, here, and here. You can still see them. They're just over there. Okay. Okay. So, now I know people will often tell reader, I've heard one of the most recent ones. I love her. Okay, she's a reader, and she does what I'm doing right now. She's so much better at it than I am. But she that's funny. That last card was a 3 and 6, 4 and 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 3. It's also a divine number. That's wow. Okay, so let's see here. Some people talk about how tarot, oracles. Some of these oracles are peeking at the cards to try to make a story. And to those people I say, if you do not care, if you want to watch my process so bad, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, did y'all see that fall out? And that was a 3 as well, the Empress. Yeah. You're still a spiritual baby, but you have come so far already in your, I believe it was your past lives. I think in your past lives, I'm getting the sense that you have done your work. Every life, you did what you were supposed to do. You made it to the point that you were supposed to make it to. Now you're in this one. It's funny that I just said that 6, 4, and 2 equal 3, and then I pull, and then a 3, the Empress falls out. I find that hilarious, and actually it's why I came to the planet, because it's the only place on Earth that you can get these kind of synchronicities and be amazed by it. It's the only place in the universe, that you can be amazed by things like synchronicity, because on the other side, they see it all at once. It's all happening at the same time. It's it's multidimensionality. It's very quantum. It's very multidimensional. It's very law of one. What goes out will only, the frequency that you put out is what you will get back. The law of one, the law states that you must experience any energy that you put out. You must experience it. You will experience it, and that one thing is affected by something. One thing on the other side of the universe is being affected by what we're doing here right now, because time is infinite. Time is cyclical. Excuse me. Time is cyclical. It is not linear. Also, you may get the feeling here, Darren. I just want to throw this in here. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. She is coming into her own. She's got her magic wand. She's beginning. She's starting to figure it out, what she's doing. She's starting to figure out where she's coming from, what she's supposed to be doing. She's finally maturing. She's gotten past all of the other tarot deck, all the other, the Fool's gotten all the way to the Empress at this point. This is meant to be. Yes, this is written in the stars. Yes, you are a star seed. Yes, you are. And, I'm sorry. We have contracts that state we will come in and we will deal with the worst of the worst, usually when we're children. Because that's what we will experience that's what we chose to experience, so that we could get as far away from ourselves of who we truly are, the light beings, the angels, that we truly are. Oh no. Okay, the star and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, like I was saying, you are a starseed. This is your fate. This is what you are supposed to be doing. This is why you're here. Look, she got so much water. She's pouring it out. She don't even need it. She's got a crown of roses on her head. You get a crown of roses when you are a boss, okay? Look at that, the 17. The 17 equals an 8. It is the star card. Almost like you're a star seed. And I'm getting that water energy big time. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. This card is a 10. This is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. This is okay, you wake up, and when you wake up in this lifetime, when you're awake right now if you're listening to this, you just don't think you are. You keep letting your ego get in the way. You don't know, I don't know, I'm not one of those people. I would never be, accepted by my friends and family. Look, I do my videos, I still do them as a pseudonym. I do not use my real name. And I know people could see this and know who I am. And I guess if it's that serious and you need to figure out who I am, I guess there's nothing I can do to stop you. It is a free country, and I'm more than willing to do a reading for anyone who would like one. But even in my own readings, I have to keep my identity sealed, because I feel like I'm a closeted psychic. And that's kind of the sense I'm getting from this reading, is that you are very in tune and aware of what is going on with yourself and all the things that are happening around you now. The things that were always there, but we never admitted to seeing them because we are called crazy. We are called, those looks that you get like, oh, get away from that one. This one's trouble. This one's touched in the head. And when you get that so many times, you shut it down. You could be the best. You could be the best of the best, and you will shut it down just to protect yourself. And that's what we were supposed to do. Then we come back and we open back up. And we come back around to the infinite loop that is a circle, is the cycle. You have gone through all of the other things. It's time for you to wake up. Once you accept what you are, once you accept who you are, everything will change. You will be getting signs, synchronicities. Things will happen that you have never even thought of before. You will have no idea. Things will happen that you had no idea of. Your guides. We all are born with two angelic or, high vibrational frequency, masculine, feminine guides most of the time. And we're not taught about that. Nobody tells us that. But once you start to meditate, you get in touch with them. They'll establish a communicative relationship with them. And once you do, everything changes. My guides are here right now. So I guess my point is that it's time for you. I am so sorry, but this is your calling. This is what you wanted. You stood in line to be here on this planet. You wanted this. You wanted to be here. The calling, it's time to fulfill your destiny. You've worked very, very, very a long time. Look, you've worked the entire wheel. You're coming around to the very end of a cycle again. You're coming back around. And what does that mean? That means that you are divine. You are infinite. That means that, it makes it scary because now, that means I am immortal. That means when I shed this body, when I shed this existence, I don't cease to exist. How about that? We don't cease to exist. You will take a deep breath. Ask your ego. Give it a face if you have to, but ask it to sit down on your left shoulder and stay away and stay out of your meditation. Practice being in the now and practice listening to your guides, and you will fly. You will have victory and success. You will fly. And as always, I am the Rhythmic Starseed. Thank you for joining me. If you have any requests or comments, don't hesitate to write them in the comments below. If you have any questions or if you have any requests for a specific type of reading, if you want energy healing, if you would like to check out some of the crystals I've got for sale, anything, you just hit me up at rhythmicpanda143@gmail.com or check me out at thecrystalstarseeds.com and shoot me an email and I will totally get back with you. And I would like to say thank you for joining me. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope someone gets some kind of closure or at least some kind of help from these messages, because I don't get to see the results. All I do is, I just do the reading and then I just pray that it gets to the person it's supposed to get to. This is an energy reading, which means it is a non-linear. It will bounce through space and time, and it may be not 10 years from now before you see it, but it was meant for you all along. I love you all. I'm here for you all. Have a good night.